Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? All right, man. So I heard some unfortunate news. Shout out to my man Trap House Boxing because he actually dropped this in the chat room earlier, and then I went on Boxing Scene and seen the article, man. So I wanted to just put this out there for you guys that Marco Huck, some of you probably already know. For those of you that don't know, Marco Huck had to pull out of the fight with Joe Joyce. It was supposed to take place January 11th. Dago 619 was good, bro. He said, "What's happening, fam? Man, just putting this video out here, man, because some people don't know about this. That Huck broke his hand on Saturday. They thought that it was possibly a severe sprain in his right hand, but it's actually a break. And they're saying that he can't even resume training for another 4 weeks. So obviously, the January 11th fight is off, and they just said right now that it's just postponed. And last I checked, postpone means delay. So and they were fighting for that EBU strap. Killer West was good. He says, "What up, bro? Have a good Christmas and New Year. Same to you, man." Mala 2243, what's up? So Huck, and that fight was gonna take place in Germany. Now I was picking Joyce to stop him late. Um, Now with this injury, man, this just prolonged things. So my question to you guys, the fans, do you want it now? We last few days, Dubois came out said he want to fight Joyce. That whole thing's going on right now. Even Joyce people, his people and Warren and all these people are talking about Joyce versus Dubois taking place in the summertime, okay? And this coming off the heels of Joyce beating the hell out of Karatoro Fujimoto. But what I want to ask the fans is this: do you want to see Joe Joyce just stay with the keep the EBU thing, and should the EBU step in and say, all right, we'll have Joyce fight somebody else for the EBU title, then the winner of that can fight Huck. I just looked at the EBU rankings, and they need to update them, man. But I went on their website, and as of November 30th, Anthony Joshua is not gonna. He's like rated number two, I think. Fury's number one, or vice versa. But they're not going the EBU route to fight Joyce. Okay. I seen Dillian White at number three. Now I know Dillian White has the mandatory slot for the WBC, but the winner out of Wilder Fury, they don't have to fight him, or the whoever's the WBC title holder doesn't have to fight him until what, or on or before February of 2021. And I heard and I seen Dillian White come out with his hit list. Okay, he had a hit list. He had Ruiz on there, Povetkin, Otto Wallen, Marco Huck. I mean, not Marco Huck. But I always get fucking Marco Huck and man. This is like the seventh time I've done this where I got Marco Huck and Manuel Char mixed up. But he had Manuel Char on the list. Dillian White had Manuel Char on his list. Okay. Um, Probably somebody else in there was Ruiz, Povetkin, Manuel Char, Otto Wallen. There's probably somebody else that I'm forgetting. Jay Jerk was good, bro. But anyways, man, now he's in the White is in the EBU rankings at number three, I believe. Then you got Povetkin, Takam, Ajay Cabello is also in the top 10. Cabello was the guy that actually because Joyce and Huck was going to fight for a vacant EBU title, and that is the title that Cabello vacated. All right. So would you guys do you think the EBU should jump in and have um okay, Hunter on the list? Okay, I knew it was somebody like that. But do you think that the EBU should try to have another guy in the top 10 fight Joyce for the vacant title, and then have that winner have to face Marco Huck sometime down the road? Me personally, I just think Joe Joyce, the EBU thing is always going to be there, right? Obviously, they have Ajay Cabello number seven in their rankings, and he vacated. So Jay Jerk. Now I'm not watching the game, bro, but my wife and my youngest son is at the game. I was just trying to do a damn video. I was going to do a regular video for this topic, but she kept calling me, so I just said, "Fuck it, man. I can't edit and couldn't get through it, man." So decided to go live because if I'm trying to edit on my phone, receiving her call will come right in on the video. So I didn't feel like editing that out, so I just went live, man. Just said, "Fuck it." But anyways, I think Joyce should just say the hell with the EBU, man, and just fight Daniel Dubois. I think it's a bigger fight. It's a very good domestic fight out there in the UK, and it's just a good fight, especially for that wave of guys that's trying to get up to contender status, like a Joe Joyce and Daniel Dubois. I think it's a good fight, man. You know what I mean? So I think he should focus his attention on that. The EBU route will always be there. You know what I mean? Um, that's pretty much it on this topic, man. Just wanted to get this video out there because in a few other videos, I keep saying that Joyce has to get past Huck first when pertaining to Daniel Dubois. In all reality, now Huck is hurt. You know what I mean? So Jay Jerk says he says I want Joyce and Tony to fight. They got a rivalry. You know what I mean? So what y'all think about this, man? Y'all think Joyce should just wait around for the EBU thing, or should he just go after Daniel Dubois? I say go Daniel Dubois, man. Just a bigger fight. There's hype around it. Especially out there in the UK, they love those type of domestic battles, and I think um, it'll shake things up a little bit in the heavyweight division. It'll definitely separate the two. You know what I mean? And Dubois told Joyce, "Hey, man, don't be so happy about those sparring sessions that took place 4 or 5 years ago when I was 17, 18 years old. I'm a grown man now. You know what I mean? What was that on next Friday? What was that Mike Epps told dude? What's dude name that was in the pen when he was like Tony Cruz, whatever Tony Cruz name was on there. Forgot his name on the movie, but or Cruz, but he was like he said, man, you know when I was 17, yeah, you all grown up now though. You know what I mean? But that's what it is now with Daniel Dubois. You know what I mean? Them sparring sessions from 17 when he was 17, 18 years old, he's a grown man now. And if anybody has gotten better since those sparring sessions, it's going to be the 17, 18 year old kid more so than the guy that was, because shit 4 or 5 years ago, Joyce was still a grown ass man. I think it was like 30 4 or 5 years ago, 29, 30 years old. So uh Dubois was literally a kid, you know what I mean? So the logic I have is the kid's gonna be a lot better, especially if that kid is a professional now that seems to be climbing, seems to be elevating his talent. Money Brown TV, salute, bro. And you was a mod. Y'all go subscribe to my man Money Brown TV. All right, man. Not too many people up in here, so I'm not gonna prolong this. You guys know my live streams, man. I never set these up. Some days I have 100 people in here. Some days I have the number I got right now. You know what I mean? But this was not planned. Just want to throw this video out there, man. But really short live, probably one of my shortest lives ever. But appreciate the few of you that did show up, man. We'll be back tomorrow. Talk about some heavyweight topics. Until then, y'all be easy. I'm gone.